Welcome to Remelations. We're your hosts. I'm Mindy.
And I'm Brooke.
Remelations is a dream interpretation podcast where we read listeners' dreams. From nightmares to the just plain bizarre, join us as we give you our comedic interpretation of your fucked up REM cycle.
This week, we're reading a dream from Billy about slides, mentors, and blood and sludge.
Gross. But we're also reading cat naps that have to do with gravy tacos, pugs, snakes and waffles, and an amazing football touchdown.
Oh boy. And we have a great topic you're going to want to stick around for regarding sonic hues, also known as noise colors. We're talking about pink noise and how it can help you fall asleep.
All right, bestie. Make sure you're all tucked in your jammies. Let's get started.
Woo!
Shimmy, shimmy, it's time to go, to start.
To go.
I don't like this. We're not in person anymore.
I don't like it either. It doesn't feel right.
I liked it better when you were here.
I guess I'm just so you know, I'm starting to pack up. I will be moving into your basement.
Perfect.
Shortly.
We've got a futon, as you know, and you
I
slept
do.
better than I think you have in months. For some reason in my house. I don't know why.
Months, legit. Like, I know Mark came down and did his workout. Like, I heard like the start of it. I just fell right back asleep. It was crazy.
He goes, Brooke might be dead. You might want to check on her. She didn't move at all when I came down to the basement. I was like, oh. Then the true crime kicked in. I was like, oh shit, I'm going to have to call 911. It's going to sound sincere. Do they think I did it?
You better make it sound right. You did it with a text.
Yeah,
you did. That's okay. I had so much fun.
I know. There's so much to get into with our live show. Amazing. But stay until the end and we'll get into all of it.
Okay.
Well, Brooke, let's get today started. Do you have a dream to share?
I do. This one comes from Billie, Billie.
Ooh, the best way to spell Billy. Yes. We know how Brooke loves the alternate spellings.
I have to say all the alternate spellings. Had a crazy dream that started with me in a creepy, fake, dark village. And the only exit was through a selection of slides around the border of the village, which nobody dared to touch.
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm kind of excited with the slides. We had that one dream about sliding down, I think it was like a Christmas tree around Christmas. And I'm like, that sounded lovely.
Okay,
Let's see if this one is as lovely.
Not so sure about this.
I ended up going down, and it turns out these slides were endless and infinite. It started out with me going to several different obscure-looking rooms that a few people were wandering through, and then I ended up on my own, going through slide after slide.
I mean, it's not the worst thing. It's not like something's chasing you.
Right.
It doesn't sound horrible. I'm okay with this so far.
So far, right? That's what we're saying.
We never know where they're going to go. It could be a scene change here.
There were so many. Some were fun and enjoyable, and some were creepy and dangerous. Okay. There were rooms like a blood and sludge slide room. One room was blood and sludge.
Sludge slime?
Sludge.
Sludge and slime should not be used in the same context as blood.
No, slide. Blood and sludge slide. Ew, what's the sludge?
Brain matter? Are we talking brain matter?
It could be. I don't know.
Okay. Go past that room quickly. Slide really fast. Push yourself down.
Yeah, just scoot.
You know how you just like scoot faster.
Get that momentum.
Yeah,
you gotta get started. Yeah. And one room was a dead end slide that led to an image of a cartoon ferret, and a Weezer sounding guitar riff started to play when you saw it. That riff sounds okay. I mean, I like ferrets and I like
cartoons.
Weezer. I mean,
Weezer's good.
So talking about Weezer, I saw the most amazing concert. It was in Chicago. It was Weezer and Foo Fighters Oh,
God.
my God. It was one of the best shows.
That would be an incredible show.
It was. And they were taking turns on the tour opening for each other. And I didn't want to know who was coming up first. And I was with my brother, and he's like, oh, they're getting ready to change the background, from the opening act. So I sat there, like my hands over my eyes, and then everyone started cheering. I'm like, it doesn't matter which backdrop fell, whether it was Foo Fighters or Weezer. Everyone's going to be.
Good.
And then all of a sudden, like Hash Pipe started playing. I was like, it was Weezer. And then Foo came out, and Dave Grohl was amazing.
Wait. Hashtag, I know we've got a lot to choose from here. We've got Weezer, or Foo Fighters.
Yes.
Brooke's Choice.
Yes.
Hashtag.
What does Dave Grohl dream?
Yes. What a great one. Yes.
Yes. Oh, I know we say this every week, but I feel like he could really respond to us
Every week.
He's such a funny guy, though. He's got such a great sense of humor.
He's got a great heart. So, David, please.
So it's good.
Please let us know.
Yes,
you're in our hearts and souls. Yeah, so David, David, let us know what you dream. Davey.
Let us know, please, and thank you.
Please, Mr. Grohl. But that sounds like a great room. I could ferret cartoons.
Great room, yeah. I mean, I like ferrets. And if you just get to hear, and I love that it's just a guitar riff.
Yes.
Just a guitar riff. That's all it says. A Weezer sounding guitar riff.
Yes.
Later in the dream, I became like a slide mentor, and I would coach new people down slides.
I love this dream. This is incredible.
Every slide I went down, I would have memories of going down hundreds or thousands of times.
Wow.
And I knew them like the back of my hand. It's like almost like an intricate web that Billy is going through.
Okay.
One of my favorite rooms was a whimsical looking bright nature pool room where you got 10 random prizes. I like that.
Yes, please.
10 random prizes at the end.
But then she says, and you get a car, and you get a book.
How did you get that down a slide?
Do you just grab them as you come down? Like, ding, 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 ding.
It's like whatever you get. It's like one of those money machines that the money's all up in the air and you just grab and whatever you grab.
Oh,
but unfortunately, she wrote in parentheses, it made you feel good, but you didn't actually get to keep them. So you get the prizes, but you don't.
What's the point of prizes if you don't get to keep them? They're not prizes.
Yeah, it's like, here you go. I mean, and you're not hanging around. You're on a slide. You're going by fast, right? It's like, how long do you hold them?
That's not prizes. That's temptations, and that's not nice.
It's just mean. I think it's just mean.
It's just mean.
But this room, the entrance was identical to one that led to a dangerous room. And when it got dangerously dark, you just have to brace yourself and grit your teeth. Ooh. I became soulless. I know. I became soulless and unfazed by the slides by the end. I'd been there so long, and it was just like I lived there. I'd become part of it as this infinity slide guide. Some of the people I'd coached down would die at dangerous parts. But I shrugged it off. It was just my life. And then I woke up.
Infinity slide guide. I like the way Billy put
Infinity slide guide. Can we say that a lot? Infinity slide guide. It's harder than it sounds.
Guide.
Infinity slide guide.
I think we've got an episode title.
Infinity slide. Done. We're done. Side note, she's had a few dreams where it feels like it's less like I'm having my own dream and more like I'm part of other people's dreams as a soulless mentor or background character.
Wow.
Isn't it interesting? But it's like, where do we even really begin here?
There is so much. Do you ever play the game Chutes and Ladders?
When I was a kid, I have not in a long time. But yes, you go.
I mean, we can maybe come up with an adult version of it. Like there's like a little shot at the beginning of the slide, and like a
fireball,
15 squats on the going up the ladder. Like it has to have reward and consequence, right? I mean, well, I guess.
Well, I think having to walk up the ladder, the slides were the bad things, right? The ladders were the good things.
Yeah. The ladders would get you closer to the end.
I don't remember any of the
We're
rules.
going to have to
of
come
that
up with
game.
our own version and trademark that one.
Adult
Shoots and ladders.
Shoots. Called
We're not gonna
shots
call
and
them
ladders.
Shots and
Shots and ladders.
shots and ladders.
Shots and ladders and slides.
That might be
Yeah,
fun.
why were they called shoots? Why wasn't it called
And maybe it's,
slides and ladders?
Is it like a English thing? Like a...
Shoots?
Like,
Is a
they
shoot
call them
a slide
shoots
in
instead of a
English?
slide? Bessie, for our besties in the
Maybe.
UK, let us know. Is it a shoot, a slide? I
Yeah,
think it
otherwise,
might be,
what the
but,
hell?
like,
What if we've been playing our whole lives?
but they call it like a laundry
Shoots and
shoot
ladders.
and not a laundry slide.
Or laundry slide.
So,
Yeah, they're
okay,
different.
I don't know. They're different.
We'll have to figure this one out.
But this is a crazy dream, so I don't even know where you're going to begin with this one.
I don't really know where to begin because it's all over the place. The first thing I pulled out was this took place in a fake village. Why was it fake? That's like the first sentence.
Right.
Like I even forgot about it after I read it. When I went back through, I'm like, what's the significance of it being a fake village?
Right. It seems like an insignificant part, but when you go back, it might mean something. Sure.
Yeah, like, is she in a situation, we've all been there, is she kind of lying to herself as like fake it till you make it mentality? I mean, it works. It does. You have to do that sometimes to get through maybe a job or a task that you hate, but it's something you have to do. That one, not really sure. It could mean a lot of different things. But also right away, it says the slides were the only exit.
You had no choice but
No choice
down.
but the slides. It's like it's her only option. And she's clearly struggling with some issue where she feels trapped. She doesn't have a choice but the slides. Why the slides, right?
And why
Like,
so
I get
many
it, okay.
slides?
Why? I get, because she even mentioned there were some fun ones, dangerous ones, weird ones, but it all seems so complex and confusing.
It didn't seem like she was ever getting anywhere. It's like an infinite, like, how do you get back up? Because it seems like she's just resetting. It's like she never gets out. She gets trapped there as a slide mentor.
A slide mentor.
Oh, sorry. And an infinity slide guide. And
Infinity slide guide. Yes, let's
you keep
get the
going
title
down,
right.
but how are you magically getting to the top that you have to keep reliving the same thing over and over? That is,
I know. Do you think it's like a Groundhog's Day, or do somehow the slides have momentum where you can somehow maybe get back up? And I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're more like those pneumatic tubes, you know, like at banks, and you kind of get shot through them. It's more like one of those tunnel slides, and you can just go boo,
yeah,
boo,
good
boo,
point.
boo. But I don't know.
Do you think each of those rooms represents a life phase, perhaps? Like a moment in your life. You go through the good times. Like,
Of course.
I'm going to a concert. I'm at the bad times. Like, I broke up with my partner.
Right.
You're going through a good part, and then you go through a shitty part.
Well, yeah.
I find it very interesting. It's almost like just you keep going through life not knowing when the end is. Kind
right.
of like
Well,
this
look at
infinite
you.
slide.
Wow. It's an infinite slide until the slide ends, right?
And that,
And it's this whole series.
and
like
then
you're
it's
right,
a brick
'cause it's-
wall.
And then it's a brick wall. Bye-bye. But no, it's like they're going up, they're going down, they're going around, they're going into Weezer rooms, they're going into sludge rooms, they're going into Serenity Pool rooms. Like, it's like there's not really anything to pinpoint.
Yeah.
There's like nothing really to pinpoint. It's just all like, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening.
Maybe Billy is one of those people that just has a bigger perspective on life, right? And it's just manifesting itself in this dream. Like, you go through each of these parts of your life, and some are good and some are bad. And when it ends. But maybe Billy has a bigger calling in their life to,
Yes, yep.
help people
I
out.
mean, not being able to find the fun anymore, like you said, with the mentorship or whatever, because it's now a job to help others. So
Yeah.
I think maybe there's that burnout. She mentioned twice that in this dream she felt soulless, and then in her like little note she wrote, she always seems to feel like a soulless mentor. So I feel like she's good at the job, but is she feeling like burnt out? She's stuck maybe in a caretaker role or job, just feeling taken for granted. I feel like maybe the biggest thing she's dealing with is she's constantly helping others, but who's helping her in this dream?
Good point.
No one. There's nobody helping her. So is that what she's looking for? Is that what she needs in life?
Is she the master of this crazy damn house? Is this her own?
Right?
Is?
Yes. Maybe she needs someone to help her get through her own slides. She, maybe she's tired.
Her safely way
out. Being the only one helping. Yeah. I think the last thing I'll mention is the danger. She mentioned it a few times. Although there was fun mentioned, the repetitive nature of this life obviously seemed to take a toll on her. I feel like she has a great heart and is really willing to go above and beyond for others.
Definitely a helper type. Yeah, sure.
But I think maybe, like we were just saying, where is her support system? And is this really kind of starting to show in her real life? Is this something that's finally starting to wear on her, where she's been helping people my whole life? I need some kind of support system. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Just a thought.
I think that dream was incredible. Like, it ranks up there for me.
Billy.
I think that is one of the best we've heard.
Thank you so much, Billy. That was crazy. We like crazy dreams. And it was all unexpected because it was all over the place. You really kind of stumped us on this one. We didn't really know where to start, finish, or whatever. So thank you so much for submitting that. And if you have any more, send them our way.
And that goes for you too, bestie. If there's a dream you've had recently or you want to share, a reoccurring dream, your first dream you ever remember, anything at all, any dream stories, sleepwalking, paralysis, we want to hear it. You can do that. You can share that story by going to God damn it. I used all my energy this weekend. You can share that with us by going to remelations@gmail.com. Send us an email and share your story because everyone dreams and there's an endless supply of entertainment there. So please let us know. And if you know how to we can make a game together of shots and ladders. That'd also be great.
Shots and ladders? We'll take you.
Shots and ladders.
Give us your prototypes and we'll play them and we'll tell you what we like.
Please. Did you ever have that thing? And did you ever have the assignment in like middle school or I don't remember, high school, where you had to come up with a unique game idea?
That sounds really familiar, but I can't remember what it was that I did. Did you have to make up a game?
I remember having the project. I can't remember. What you
came up with. I feel the same. I feel like that's a cool assignment, though.
It is a great
assignment. I feel
like
I should remember.
I think I finally figured out my assignment.
That's your assignment? Come up with the game, Shots and Ladders?
Shots and Ladders. Maybe not appropriate in middle school. Maybe not appropriate.
Let's not start this one in middle school. Let's put an age
recommendation on there.
21 plus.
2 to 4 players. 2 to 6. It's more fun with more.
Well, you'll make the rules, so I'm excited to find out when we get to play the game.
Next time you're in town, we're breaking it out. Actually, I have shoots and ladders. It's like right behind this like tapestry here. It's right over my shoulder, so I just have to. I'll work on it. Okay,
get that board out and just kind of let it motivate you. Let it inspire you into shots.
Things to the board. Yes. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry, all fun.
Shot glasses. They go down the chutes and the ladders. Yes, I'm getting ideas now too. Well, we also have some cat naps today, don't we, Mindy? Do you have some cat naps? Kitty naps.
Kitty laps. Kitty naps.
Kitty naps.
This one is one I had left from our live show. We didn't have time to share it, but I thought it was a funny one, so I'm going to go ahead and share it with our
Yes.
Bestie.
Okay.
This one comes from Ben, and Ben's from San Diego, California. I had a dream that I was at a birthday party. It was unclear whose birthday it was, but there were caterers serving Mexican food that chose what you would eat.
Okay.
They supposedly had some sort of psychic ability to guess what each person would like / what nutrients they needed. It comes in handy.
This is impressive. Yes.
Right?
We all need one of these.
You need guacamole. I think you need some more good fats or whatever they are.
You need some avocado in your life.
You need some avocado.
Sounds like a pretty sweet deal.
As I was in line to get food, I watched each person get a common Mexican dish, like tacos or enchiladas. When it was my turn, The catering lady looked me up and down and gave me an open-faced bean and cheese burrito.
Open-faced?
Is it a burrito?
Is that even a thing? No, it doesn't have to. Well, I mean, a sandwich can be open-faced, I guess. But
debatable.
And just a bean and cheese burrito? It's like 2 ingredients.
And then Ben writes, well, bean and cheese is my favorite Mexican foods.
Okay, well then the psychic was right.
And he says, I felt happy about it. But then I watched in confusion as she poured a large ladle of brown gravy on the beans. So much gravy that the beans were practically swimming.
Gravy?
It doesn't go.
Like gravy, like for your mashed potatoes gravy?
Yes. Like just
on
brown
your Mexican
meatloaf
food?
Gravy on there. Just throw it on there.
Okay.
You had me at the beans and cheese. I'm okay with that part. You had gravy. I'm not so sure about.
I was not opposed to the open faced burrito part of it, but gravy?
Okay. Well, he says, then I felt disappointed because I was given something I liked, but then it had been ruined by an unnecessary and unusual ingredient. But I felt as if I just had to trust the lady and she knew what she was doing and eat it anyway. But I couldn't even bring myself to try it, and I threw it away. And then I woke up.
Oh, gravy tacos or burritos.
Gravy burritos.
Gravy burritos, I'm not so sure about that one.
I pass. I mean, there's a lot of Mexican food I absolutely love. Give me your... Just dump the salsa on top or the guac, but not so much the gravy.
Not gravy. And I'm not, well, and I mean, I think most of the world would disagree with me, but I'm not a huge gravy fan anyway. So the amount of gravy too, like, like a pool of gravy. Too much gravy is the point of that story.
Thank you, Ben, for sending that along.
Yeah, thank you, Ben. I've got a couple short and sweet ones here, but I'm going to start with Cindy. And she's from Carson City. I keep having dreams about, this is kind of creepy. I keep having dreams about an invisible person taking photos of me wherever and whenever, and then putting the photos on different places where I find them. And then she woke up. Oh, is that not creepy AF?
Totally creepy AF.
Ugh.
Why
How
are we saying
violating? I know
as fuck.
Oh, as fuck.
Did you ever see that Robin Williams movie, the where he's working in a photo mat and he's a serial killer?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's so creepy though. Just having that's such a violation, right? Like you don't even realize how violating it is because you're not aware that it's happening, and then as soon as you do, you're like, that's so disturbing. And then taunting her by putting the photos where she could see them, that's so creepy.
The movie was called 1 Hour Photo, and
One Hour Photo.
That was if you need like a good like psychological creep thriller movie, check it out. It's Robin Williams, of course. He's amazing in everything he does. But you know how comedians can play very dark roles very easily.
Well, I think a lot of comedy comes from a dark place too, surprisingly, Absolutely. They kind of go hand in hand. So, creepers.
1 Hour Photo,
creepers,
check it out.
Creepers.
No,
Yuck.
thank you.
Sorry, Cindy. That's creepy.
I'm a photographer. You need to get a model release. I'm sorry. I don't think you have it. Legally, I'm taking you to court.
Next time you find one of those pictures, put your release under it and be like, next time this must
you sign it?
Be signed. Yeah.
Well, I've got another creepy one for you.
Oh,
we'll stay on the creep train if you're ready.
Let's keep the creep train rolling.
Okay. This one comes from Anonymous.
Oh, okay.
From Kansas City, Kansas. They title it "A Quiet Struggle with a Quiet Ending."
Oh, I don't like it already. Oh,
you won't.
I've got chills. Thank you.
I've had this dream at least 10 times. Some variation, but it's all the same at the end. I wake during the night to find an intruder in my home. It's dark, but but I can see well enough to engage the intruder. We struggle. No weapons, just grappling for an advantageous position.
Oh,
I'm proud I got that word right.
Okay. You got it. Great, girl. Good job. I was going to say something later, but I'm saying it right now. Good job.
Thanks. I know. It was a hard one.
It's perfect. It was a hard one. I was going to say something.
There's a lot of vowels that get mixed up in that one. Okay. It's a quiet fight. No yelling. No screaming.
Oh, that makes it even creepier.
Yes. After what seems like an exhausting few minutes, I manage to immobilize one of his arms and get a chokehold slipped in. He struggles mightily, but I have the edge. I just keep squeezing while whispering that it's over. Let yourself go. Just let it happen.
This is the dreamer? Oh, no. Wow, this is getting badass. You usually hear this flipped around.
Yep. A minute passes while he quietly succumbs to the struggle. I gently ease his body down to the floor. Sometimes I'm on the floor already. I always stand and feel exhilaration. I usually wake up afterwards, but not always.
Wow. That is super chilling.
Super different.
Chilling.
Because normally,
it is.
Most of them we read, they're the victim.
They're the victim and they're getting scared because someone's doing that to them. This is a whole new twist we haven't seen.
They're having this dream where
it's haunting.
That one stuck out to me. It's different.
Yeah, and it's just haunting how they describe it.
At least 10 times.
And I think it's brave for sharing because we all have weird dreams about different things. Doesn't necessarily mean this person is a serial killer or whatnot, but it could be. Could not be, but thank you for sharing. That's like,
absolutely.
I mean, that's a hard thing to tell people. Like, I've been dreaming about like killing people and kind of liking it. You know, like that's a hard thing to tell people. So thank you for being brave enough to share, even in a dream. You know, that's personal. So thank you.
Thank you.
That one creeped me out.
Ooh. Yeah,
in a good, like chills, like in a good way, like because something we really haven't heard yet, which is surprising. Right. You don't get us too often. You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job. Good job. So this one's kind of weird too. Not so much creepy, but this is Joanna and she's from Albany. I dreamt a couple of times that my boyfriend was poisoned by his friends. And recently he got diagnosed with cancer. I don't really understand what the dreams meant or if it's connected to his ill health. Isn't that interesting? So she dreamt that the boyfriend was being poisoned by his friends. And now recently, after those dreams, he's gotten diagnosed with cancer in real life.
Yeah. Oh, that's really tough. That's really tough, Joanne.
I know. It is.
Are you sensitive to some situations or is it just like this built up total worry that you obviously must be feeling to...
Oh, yeah, totally.
But when it comes to a sickness like that, aren't you always searching for answers, right? Like, why is it my loved one? Why is it my grandmother? Why is it my uncle? Why is it someone I know? Like, what's the reason? And that's the thing with
exactly
illnesses like that is there usually is no, this is why it happened. So to manifest itself in a dream where it's a friend, like someone you trust. Oh man, it breaks my heart.
I know. It is. It is heartbreaking, but it's like, wow, there is definitely some kind of maybe sensitivity there or something because somehow those things have to be related. It just seems too uncanny that she would have those dreams, but who knows?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Joanna. That's I give you nothing but good vibes for you and your boyfriend, and I really hope that everything works out well for him.
Absolutely. Yes. All right. The next one I have is a little bit longer. So this is this is a little crazy. This could have probably been analyzed, but I just wanted to throw it in here because I just liked it, so we're using it this week.
Okay.
This one comes from Roxy, I just liked it. Sorry, Roxy got me, and her name amazing. So Roxy comes from Wichita, Kansas. I always trust a Roxy.
Kansas,
badass.
Kansas. Roxy, she's gonna bust you up, man. Like you run into Roxy, don't want to mess with her.
Roxy's the girl you want to hang out with to have a good time at night. I mean, wait, no, that sounds bad.
Wait.
Roxy's the kind of friend that you want to go to the bar with because you know she's not putting up with shit, but she's going to have you have that extra shot at the end of the night and just have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. She's going to be with you in jail the next day.
Yes. All right. Roxy, here's what she says. Backstory. So it starts with the backstory. I like backstories.
Okay.
Don't you?
I do like backstories, too.
I used to be in love with pugs, and this is what happened because of it.
Mindy, is this going to be okay for me to listen to?
Yes. It's okay.
Wait, you shook
I shook my head no, but I said yes. Yes, it's going to be fine. All right, here we go.
Oh, God. Okay.
It starts off with me on my phone, and I see a notification for this lady selling pug puppies.
Cute.
I'm interested in getting a pug. I message her. We make plans, and I end up going to her house, which is a big mansion. Could fit a lot of pugs in there. I go through a big gate and go to the front door. I knock on it, and the lady opens the door. For some reason, the lady's very old. She shows me the puppies and then tells me I'm never leaving this house again.
What?
Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing. You get to hang out with a bunch of puppies, but
in a mansion.
I like free will, right?
I like free will,
a good thing.
But puppies and mansions aren't going to bust my likeness for my free will.
Your freedom? Yeah, totally. She says, I grab all the puppies and put them all in my t-shirt. I begin to run out of there, but there's no way out.
Oh, no.
I see a red button, and I press it. Oh. The house turns into a playground with a slide hanging out of the window.
What the hell? Another slide?
2 slide dreams? Weird.
What are the chances?
So bizarre.
This is a weird night. Okay.
I go down the slide and land in a car with the Sprouse twins and a girl named Alyssa. Do you know who? Okay, you might not know. Do you know who the Sprouse twins are?
I have no idea who the Sprouse twins are. And were the puppies still in her shirt?
Yes,
I was worried.
She still got the puppies. Okay. I know that's what you're mostly worried about. She got the puppies.
I know. I did not hear anything else.
Down a slide.
I did not hear anything else after that.
The Sprouse twins were on Disney. There was a show. So it's Dylan and Cole Sprouse is their real name. They were on a Disney show, Sweet Life, with Zach and Cody.
Zach and Cody. I know the name of that show. I just didn't know that was their last name. Okay, never seen it, but I've heard of it. So weird.
I know. My kids grew up watching that stuff, so it is a sweet life. And there was Sweet Life on Deck, which was the sequel. But anyway,
was it on a boat? Was it on a boat?
It was on a boat, yes.
On deck?
The sequel was on a boat. But this was in a car. Roxy slid down the slide with the puppies, got into a car with the Sprouse twins and a girl named Alyssa, which is interesting because most of the time in dreams there's randos and not people with names. So I think that's interesting.
Yeah, that specifically, she is a rando, but she has a name.
Yep.
Alyssa Rando.
I start to drive out with all the puppies climbing all over me. So I guess she's in the driver's seat now. I guess she's taking.
Why is she driving? She's got the puppies.
Too much going on in this car. And how many puppies are we talking? Is it a big litter? Is it a little?
Yeah. Is it 2? Is it like 12? 7?
That's a lot.
That's a lot of puppies.
So she's driving out of this compound. She goes, I run over the fence only to find the world is covered in zombies trying to get in the car.
Oh, no. One thing after another.
Alyssa jumps out of the car and makes the zombies follow her. So thank you for being the sacrificial lamb there, Alyssa. I continue driving, and I see 2 men in front of me. They are FBI agents.
Wait, so did she drop off the twins and Alyssa and the puppies?
I don't know what happened to the twins. Dylan and Cole, I don't know where you went. Maybe they're in the trunk.
And the puppies and Alyssa
the puppies are still there.
Gone?
No, the puppies are still crawling all over her, she says.
Okay.
So FBI agents are standing in her way of this driveway. I keep driving and hit them. Then all of the pugs get off of me and start to eat the FBI agents.
Oh my God.
And then I woke up.
I loved this dream. What a bizarre one.
She finishes with, I have a lot more of these that are just weird and dumb.
Keep them coming.
Roxy, nothing's dumb.
Roxy.
Nothing's dumb in this world. In Dreamland, that seems like
that was a good one, Roxy. Yes, please don't stop sending us more because that one was great. Yes, lots of questions about pugs, but I'm glad they all made it out safely and got a good meal at the end of it.
Yeah. Oh. As long as it's not Mulder, we're okay.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
This one, I apologize. I'm going to mispronounce this person's name. This one's very short, but I knew it would freak us both out. Smangeli, I think it is, or Smangele, maybe, from San Francisco.
Okay.
Starts with, I had a horrible dream. I went to the shops to buy fried chicken, but apparently they gave me fried snakes.
Nope.
I ate them and seemed to enjoy them. And then I woke up.
What would be your condiment of choice with fried snake? You go with the honey mustard?
Gravy.
Okay.
I'm going with lots of gravy.
Gravy and beans and cheese on an open face sandwich.
Gravy and beans. I want an open face.
Fried snake.
Can I get an open face snake, bean, and cheese burrito to go?
To go. It's hard to take it to go when it's open face, though. You know that, right?
Oh, it is. But you know what? I like to eat my snake in private. I don't like to be judged. Gross. Fried snake. She didn't realize it looked, or they didn't realize that it maybe didn't look like fried chicken. Like, because there's no way a snake. There's no parts to a snake. It's just long snake. How
it's not edible. I mean, you look at those Survivor shows.
No,
and what are
people
they
eat
eating?
snakes.
They're munching on snake all the time.
Yeah, munching on snake.
Munching on snakes all the time. Just gotta get the little skin out of between your teeth there. It's a little chewy.
But you know what I mean? Like, they liked it. They enjoyed them.
I'm passing
on that. If I they're like, we'll give you 3 different sauces with it. I'm like, nope.
No, I think you're right. Sauces. Gravy is the right choice here. I completely agree with you.
Just
a brown
choke
gravy.
It down.
Just choke it down.
Fried snakes and gravy. That's what I'm going to have next weekend.
The new Southern dish. Snakes and gravy.
The classic. Snakes and gravy. Well, thank you for sharing how it is disturbing. Yuck. But thank you. Gross.
This next one comes from Aaron. And Aaron's from Boston, Massachusetts.
Hi, Aaron.
Really short and simple. We're talking catnap here. It's 1 sentence.
Love it.
I once had a dream where Tom Cruise was chasing me with his arms in the air shouting, "Teapots!"
I don't know if this was a dream. Let's be honest. This could have really happened. I feel like maybe some night out in L.A.
He's got like the Mission Impossible run going. Teapots!
Or he's got those Scientology, what are they called? The cans that they have to put their hands on to do their
I don't
readings.
even know what you're talking about, but I'm going to...
Oh,
you don't have to go
I just see him running down the street
Scientology.
after, like... Oh, my God. Scientology is messed up.
I know.
Sorry.
Teapots! Not teacups, but teapots.
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 Maybe he thought she had the cups. And he's like, come on.
It's
come
hot.
on.
Drink it,
I've got
drink
the
it
tea.
while
It's hot. We got to drink it while it's hot.
Lemon? Sugar?
I've got
I'm sure
it.
that's where it would have gone next. Because she probably woke up too soon, and she's got like honey, lemon, sugar. He's got a whole buffet.
He's got it all.
Tea.
He is. Actually, if
He's
she had
like
turned
running with a
around,
little
she would have
tea cart.
seen crumpets, and finger sandwiches,
Yes.
and it would have been a lovely.
It would have been lovely.
Noon
It's just
tea.
a shame it ended too soon, Aaron. Sorry to hear about that,
I
but
did. Sorry.
thank you for sharing.
Again, another short but sweet one. I dreamt about a person who had a waffle for a head, but someone took a giant bite out of the top of it, and he died. And they had a funeral for him. I woke up crying. Oh my God.
And yet Tom Cruise is running behind him going, "Teapots! Teapots!" What else do you need with your waffle? I mean, now we figured it out. We figured out the entire
We figured
dream.
it out. The dream now makes complete sense. Tom Cruise was running out. Tom Cruise was hungry.
Kind of goes with waffles.
And was it Tom Cruise that took the bite out of the waffle?
I think that's it. I think we figured it out.
We have, so now we have to put him on trial for murder. This was a very sad day for Alicia.
She did cry.
Very sad day. She went to the funeral and she did wake up crying.
Do you need a special sized coffin for that? Like bigger on the top?
I don't know.
Circular on the top and the small box?
Maybe even shorter because the head was kind of eaten. It's just eaten, so maybe
it's like
a shorter
crescent shape. It looks
coffin.
like a moon.
The head's there. The head's not there.
It had to have some sort of feet, right? Because you can't like waffle walk.
I think it's how I saw it was just a body, like a regular body, but the head was just a waffle.
Yeah, got it. That's how I
Not
thought.
like a
I
waffle
had legs
with feet.
Yeah, I thought like half body, half waffle, half man. A waffle man.
A waffle man. You know, you see him in those science books, the waffle man.
Right next to the centaurs, yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Old Greek mythology there. Yeah.
The waffles come from old Greek mythology too, so it makes sense. Waffles come from way back then.
Tracks. All right. I've got a good one to end on, actually. If you didn't know, Brooke, darling, it is Super Bowl weekend. I know you don't usually follow the sports so much.
But I am aware of this event.
Okay, there are two teams that play.
Don't ask me, Mindy. I don't know who's playing.
You want? Okay, Brooke's Super Bowl. Pick two teams, like whatever comes to your mind. Who's playing in the Super Bowl?
Well,
it's the
Bears, which I know is not right because I know they're terrible.
I would pick the Waffles against the snake.
The Waffles against the Slides.
Yes. I heard the Slides have a really good chance this year.
I've heard good things. Things.
Really good coaching and an outstanding quarterback.
I know it takes place in Vegas because you told me that, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, it's in Allegiant Stadium.
Can we just count that I know where it is? Because
10 points.
Naming another
10 points. You got it. Yes, you win.
I won!
Yes. Okay.
Who is
so
it
here's
for real?
Jennifer's dream. It is Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. So,
go Birds! Right?
I
learned that from It's Always Sunny. Well, I learned that from It's Always Sunny Philadelphia. They go Birds!
Well, there you go.
So that's how I get my sports information is through
sitcoms.
TV shows and through sitcoms.
All right. Well, here's Jennifer's dream, and it's a very timely. So thank you for sharing, Jennifer.
All right, Jennifer.
I had a dream that my whole family, my mom, my dad, and my brother, were together in a living room, chatting and having a good time. This is rare because they never show up together in my dream, especially my dad. We were watching football, maybe the Super Bowl, and the quarterback throws the ball to one of their teammates. I like how she kind of words it like you would. Teammates, not like a receiver or whatever. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, like other people on the field.
their team. She throws it to someone on the team. All right. The quarterback throws the ball to one of their teammates, and it's one of those long throws to the end zone. The camera zooms in, and the ball suddenly ends up in my arms. I'm shocked.
What?
The announcer's like, "Where's the ball?" The catcher is smiling at me.
The catcher?
And
what type of... Wait.
I'm guessing that's the receiver?
I thought this was football. Even I know there's no catcher.
I'm guessing it's the receiver. The receiver's smiling at me, and my brother takes a picture of me. I throw the ball back into the TV, and the catcher scores a touchdown.
Excellent play!
And then she woke up.
I count it. I don't know what the rules of football are, but I feel if that happened, it's a touchdown.
I can't wait to see all the catchers run around the field this weekend.
I hope the catchers do a great job this weekend and make everyone proud.
But Jennifer, you were an integral part of this win. Brooke's with you with not knowing how football works so much, but thank you. Thank you. I'm sure someone's appreciative of your touchdown contribution there. So, way to go.
Thank you, Jennifer. And thank you to all of our catnap submissions. This was a fun night tonight. I mean, we always have fun, but there were some doozies in there tonight. We had a great time. So, bestie, guess what? Exciting news. Our merch is now here for you to enjoy, and it is fabulous. We are so excited about it. We've got t-shirts, sweatshirts, dream journals, stickers. Check it out. We have some really cool designs.
My favorite is the Sweet Dreams Bitches shirt, to be honest. I can get myself one of those, and I will. Love it.
I will be doing the same because that's my favorite one too. But we had a lot of fun getting these ready for all of you out there. And all you have to do is go to remelations.com/store and you'll be able to see all our cool stuff out there. And please help support the show by purchasing something that you're going to wear and love anyway. Check it out.
You're going to look so good in it too. You're going to look better than you've ever looked before. Just telling
it's
you.
So flattering, you guys.
It's scientific.
It's scientific that these t-shirts will make you look better than you've ever looked in your life.
Like, you don't need makeup.
People will be like,
wow.
They're like, that shirt, it brings out it makes you glow. And you're like, yeah, I know. It's a Remelation shirt. It's guaranteed.
You're not heard? Guaranteed.
But not really. Shh. But you'll look great.
Yeah, look great.
So I have something kind of interesting to talk about today.
Cool.
I know you know that my favorite color is pink.
I think the whole world knows, Brooke. Pink is your favorite.
I think the whole world knows now. But, you hear about white noise. Have you ever heard of pink noise?
I have heard of it. I don't know what the difference between the noise colors are.
Okay.
But, okay.
Yeah, yes. I'm going to go through a couple of them. This is an article I got in Healthline. Often white noise is recommended for sleep troubles, but it's not the only noise that can help. There are other sonic hues, like pink noise, may also improve your sleep. So I thought today we could learn a little bit about behind the science of pink noise and how it compares to other color noises.
What a great topic. Yes. I wouldn't even thought of
it. I finally got one that hasn't been done already.
So great.
All right, what is pink noise? So the color of noise, this is fascinating to me. The color of noise is determined by the energy of the sound signal.
Okay.
So specifically, it depends on how energy is distributed over various frequencies or the speed of sound. I know that's very scientific, but we're talking about energy distribution.
I'm ready.
Okay. Energy distribution over various frequencies.
There's amplitude, there's wavelength, there's frequency. Usually all work hand in hand.
There's all that.
Physics 101.
So pink noise consists of all frequencies we can hear, but the energy isn't equally distributed across them. It's more intense at lower frequency, which creates a deep sound. So nature, for instance, is full of pink noise, including like rustling leaves, a steady rain, wind, or even like a heartbeat.
Oh.
So it makes sense. Think of all of those things together can be very soothing.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. If you think about some of those sounds that are so soothing, like rain or waves.
Yes.
Like how do they fit on the spectrum, I wonder? Yeah, cool.
So since your brain continues to process sound as you sleep, different noises can affect how well you rest. Obviously, like honking horns and barking dogs can stimulate your brain, but disrupt your sleep. Other sounds can relax your brain and promote better sleep. So how does pink noise compare to other noises?
You're killing me tonight, Brooke. My God.
You're
on point. It's interesting because like you live, especially if you live in different parts, if we can take a sidebar here, if you live in the rural area for your whole life, right? You hear crickets and you hear wind, right?
Yes.
And then you move to the city and you hear ambulances and traffic and horns. It takes a while to adjust between the noises.
Oh.
And usually you adjust.
Oh, yeah.
But we live kind of by a train track that you hear at night. Like really, because there's not much between us and the train track. It's like 3 miles. And so when I first moved in here with Mark, I heard it all the time. Like I was like, my God, I can hear the train so pronounced. And then now it's like doesn't even faze me.
Same for me. I mean, I know I just recently moved, but I was
you were downtown.
Pretty much across the street from the train tracks where I used to live. And it's like when people would visit, they'd be like, how can you stand this? And I'm like, stand what? Like I didn't hear it after a while. You just get used to it.
Interesting how your brain works.
But
yeah.
It is. But sound has many colors, many more colors than I'm going to talk about today. But some colors don't affect our dreaming or our relaxation. There are some sonic cues that just do different things that don't even register to us. So I'm just going to go over ones that might promote relaxation or help with dreaming, things like that.
Oh, okay. I'm interested in this.
Yes, the color noises depend on the intensity and distribution of energy, as we were speaking. So we said pink noise is deeper than white noise. It's like white noise with a bass rumble.
Okay.
Then there's white noise, which most of us have heard about, which includes all audible frequencies. Energy is equally distributed across these frequencies, unlike the energy in pink noise. So the equal distribution creates a steady humming sound. So white noise examples include a whirring fan, radio or television static, a hissing radiator, or like a humming of an air conditioner.
Okay.
So
I love how you're tying it into like things that we can relate to. Rustling of leaves versus like a static TV. Yeah, totally.
Which is interesting to me because I normally can't sleep without a fan. And that is probably partially noise and partially cooling related. But yeah.
Sure.
But since
it's a twofer.
It's a twofer. But since white noise contains all frequencies at equal intensity, it can mask loud sounds that stimulate the brain. That's why this white noise is often recommended for sleep difficulties and like sleeping disorders. So that's probably why we've heard of that.
Sure. That's definitely way more.
Everyone has heard of white noise.
Sure.
Yeah. Brown noise, also called red noise,
sounds dirty.
Has higher energy at lower frequencies. This makes it deeper than pink and white. So examples of brown noise include low roaring, strong waterfalls, thunder. So we know this is a big one for people. They love the sound of thunderstorms.
I am one of those people. Yeah, I love hearing thunder and rain.
Though brown noise is deeper than white noise, they sound similar to the human ear. There isn't enough hard research to support the effectiveness of brown noise for sleep, but according to anecdotal evidence, the deepness of brown noise can induce sleep and relaxation.
Okay, so it helps people fall asleep.
Yes.
Okay. So that's like spa music, I'm thinking. Relaxation spa music.
Yeah, you hear a lot of water. Think of a spa. Yeah, there's always a water feature. Yeah.
Like little chimes.
All right, black noise. We're going to end with black noise.
Ooh, it sounds dangerous.
It actually is an informal term used to describe lack of noise. It refers to complete silence or mostly silence with bits of random noise. While it may be difficult to find complete silence, it can help you sleep at night. Some people feel most relaxed when there is little to no noise. Okay. Which I find interesting because of my, hydrotherapy that I do. It's it takes away all your senses. It's complete darkness.
So that would be more
no sounds.
Genre of black noise. Okay.
It's like sensory deprivation almost, which will blow your mind if you've never experienced it.
I know. Like that freaks me out a bit, to be honest. Like, I don't know if I would like sensory deprivation.
And I don't think everybody does. And that's why not everybody does it, because it is weird. You're left there to just be. And it's so hard to just let yourself be.
Yeah,
and
I think I would struggle
your
with
thoughts
that.
and everything. It's just such a bizarre feeling, but every time I do it, I feel regenerated for days. Yeah. But yeah, interesting, right? We've got white, pink, brown, black noise. So this is before I did this article. This is interesting because this was months ago. I started I can't say it now because she's right over there. Alexa. Hey, Alexa. I can't say it. Asking her for some sleep recommendations.
Okay.
And she was like, have you tried white noise? And then it was like, there is brown noise and pink noise and black noise. And so I just started listening to them like,
yes.
Do any of these like really are my jam? You know, or anything? Do I really feel anything?
Did anything resonate with you? Did one work better than the other?
This is weird, and I feel ashamed because I feel it should be pink noise.
Yeah, but that's your soul color.
It's brown.
That's all right. It's okay.
It is, but I mean, and it makes sense because I do like water sounds and rainstorms, but that they also said brown noise does sound very similar to the human ear as white noise, which had the whirring fan in it, which makes sense to me. So I recommend trying it, you guys. Just explore. I know there's other sonic hues out there, so if you maybe have another color noise that hasn't been explored yet in sleep relation, let us know if there is something that works for you if you do listen to something.
Let's go ahead and we'll put this as a poll in our Facebook group, and if you're not part of it, go to Facebook and search for Remelations Besties. You're going to find us, or look in the show notes. We have a link. But let's put a post out there and see like a little poll of what people like to fall asleep to.
Yes, I would love to hear that.
I grew up, my parents liked listening to like old-time radio programs. Talking like 1930s, 1940s, like Suspense, For Miggy and Molly.
Like The Shadow.
The Shadow, absolutely, all of those. So I grew up with kind of this what they call now audio dramas, playing in the background of me falling asleep. So for a while, I never listened to them. And as I got more into an adult, I realized I like listening to people talking when I fall asleep. So that's usually I fall asleep to podcasts or like old time radio shows. Mark, when I met him, was definitely he had a sound machine. I've never been with anyone who had a sound machine before. And he'll ritually put on, like it's his thing, like brush teeth, go to the bathroom, tuck into bed, sound machine. And it's usually waves. Just like constant. So would that fall in brown noise? I
would think maybe like a strong waterfall falls under brown noise. So I would think waves would be a strong water sound too.
Yes.
So maybe, does he ever change it up?
Sometimes it's like the jungle birds. But he has a machine that will go, like little buttons that will go through each of the sounds. That's fine. But I'll put on my headphones usually and fall asleep to something entertaining. Like, I don't know. It's weird how everyone finds their soothing things differently.
Processes differently. Yeah, absolutely. Right. And brown noise isn't like my go-to. We know that too. Like, you know, it's one of the worst sleep habits, but like to have the TV on, but kind of use it as an audio thing because I don't watch it. It's mostly my iPad actually. So I'll flip the iPad flat and put the blanket over it and just listen to like a sitcom or something because I've seen it so many times. I don't need to visualize it.
You're like pulling a Seinfeld or something that
exactly. I've already seen it, so I can just listen to it and have the comedy or maybe it's a drama, whatever, the familiarity of that TV series can relax me sometimes because I've seen it a bunch of times and it's something I enjoy. But I am going to be exploring sonic hues more.
Absolutely. When the kids and I travel, I often, like the hotel rooms are too quiet for me. And so I'll put on, and for them too. So I usually will take my iPad out or my laptop and I'll put on YouTube and you can find black screen sleep sounds. And so it'll be like black everything out and I'll put it on, and I'll usually put on like waves or a storm or something.
Yeah.
It helps us fall asleep when we're in a hotel room. So like coming up, the oldest twin has a soccer tournament in Indiana. So I'm going to bring my laptop with because I know to help everyone sleep, I'm going to have to put that on because it's
You're
just
such a good
out
mama.
of your norm. Right. But it's interesting how
It is.
you need those things
Different
to fall asleep, those
environments.
certain sounds.
Yeah.
What a fascinating
definitely.
topic. I'm so glad you covered this. This is great.
Well, I'm happy you enjoyed it. I thought it was very interesting,
Absolutely.
and I had a lot of fun reading about it. And I can't wait to hear about new Hues that come out. I'm so tired still. I slept like a baby at your place, but second I'm back here,
Yeah, not so much.
I was like, fuck, can't sleep again.
Sucks.
Yeah. So you might be the cure to insomnia.
Well, I will just charge you a very small copay, and we'll work out a payment plan. With the Airbnb
Okay.
insomnia,
I appreciate-
uninsomnia house. What's the opposite of insomnia?
Uninsomnia.
Somnia?
Is it Somnia?
Should we just call it the Somnia house?
I want some Somnia house. I want it. How much does it cost? What are the rules?
You get a
What's
discount,
the
no
deposit?
parties.
Oh, no pets.
Unless
No
I'm
pets.
invited, then we'll negotiate.
No pets, no parties. No pets, no parties.
Well, to change topics here a bit, we just came off like an incredible high of a weekend.
What did we do? I can't remember.
We were just kind of live at a podcast festival called Dark Matters.
Oh, I remember now. That was so much fun. Oh,
I
for
am
real
still
though?
riding the high. Incredible.
One of the best weekends of my life. We met incredible people. We had so much fun. Again, thank you to Dark Matters and Side Street Art Studios. The best people, the best audience. We met so many other cool podcasts. It was
Amazing.
just fantastic.
Now, to put in
Fantastic.
perspective, we were one of 7 live podcast shows, and I just want to give them a little shout out here because we've met these people personally, great people, kind, supporting of the podcast industry, and have some really amazing podcasts you might want to check out. All of them are like true crime, paranormal. We were a little unique in the dream genre, but hey, not many people cover it like we do, so that made it fun.
And our dreams cover true crime and paranormal and all of that stuff, so it fits.
And we'll put a link in our show notes to each of these shows. But Bestie, if you're looking for a new show to follow, check out A Bad Taste Crime Podcast, Perpetual Sin, Paranormal Guys, Ghostly, Late Night Legends, and Maybe It's Spiritual. They were all there at the fest, all different.
Great people. So
Fantastic.
different, and we just had the best time meeting them, talking about how'd you get started, what are you doing, how do you guys record? Like I said, we have a podcasting family. It's starting. We're starting our
It's
little
starting.
family.
I'd really
and it's
feel
only
like
going to
that,
get
yeah.
bigger and better. But met so many cool, interesting people, plus awesome vendors.
A very special shout out to It's Spiritual Podcast because they stayed around and listened to our show, and they were the nicest guys, and we had such a nice time.
We loved it. We did chit-chatting after, and even meeting your family. It was great. It was great. We had a great time.
Yeah, and Pat from Ghostly did our sound engineering.
Thank you, Pat.
And Nick put on the whole thing. Yeah.
Awesome.
Incredible group. And the artists. There were artists there. And Brooke, you had your tarot cards read by Jacob Mayfield. Jacob is, we're giving you a shout out, Jacob. Yes.
And it was bananas. Bananes.
It was good.
It was.
And he is spot on with your reading.
Yeah, shout out to Jacob, and we'll post you. We'll post also your beautiful evil eye he gave me.
Oh, yeah, he gave you
as
a little
protection
trinket.
after my reading.
Very
and
cool.
I've actually haven't really had it far from my body since, and I felt really good. So I'm going to thank Jacob again for my evil eye, and thank you for an amazing reading, and just thank you for being an amazing person. You made our weekend worthwhile. It was so
Totally.
much fun meeting you.
The guys from the Paranormal Guys podcast, we got to play with their spirit box.
Their spirit box.
Get out of town. We were like so excited to check this out. So
Tell
we
them
have some.
the weird thing that happened. Tell them the weird thing that happened.
We're in some very old building in downtown Elgin. Elgin, Illinois is a very old town, old river town, been around since the mid 1800s. These buildings are old. And so we are in the top floor, very old building. Brooke's holding on to the spirit box. We're asking questions about who she is and what spirits are around. I'm recording her. I'm videotaping her this whole time. And I'm looking at it through my phone. I see it. It's all happening. And the minute we're asking her name and we finish the whole, what would you call it, a session?
Moment, when it says my name,
it stops working and the recording's gone.
Gone.
It is not on my phone.
It didn't just stop. It just...
It's not like I accidentally took a picture because we know how, like, that happens sometimes.
That is, or didn't...
record. That's a picture.
No, and you saw it was recording.
It was recording.
It didn't just, like, cut off the end. The whole thing
does not exist.
The whole thing is gone. It was crazy.
A shout out to Neil so fun, though. And Steve, the paranormal guys, for bringing that and letting us experience
and letting us play with it.
Cool.
Yes, thank you. We had a great time meeting everybody.
So fun. And thank you for everyone who came out to support us. If you didn't have a chance to see us live, you can absolutely still catch a replay on our Sleepover Squad. Brooke, tell our bestie what the Sleepover Squad is.
Sleepover Squad is where all the cool kids hang out. If you want to show support for the show, go to remelations.com/support. Join the Sleepover Squad where you get extra footage, behind the scenes goodies, some swag, merch, things available to you. It's totally worth it. It helps support our show. Discount on the merch.
Yes.
And guess what? Who doesn't want to hear our live show? So we're going to put that for our Sleepover Squad. It's a special release. You're not going to want to miss it. So it's a perfect chance to support us. Only available Sleepover Squad. And this is a good time to join.
First ever live in-audience show. Whew. It's a first.
And it was great. First. Be part of the first. Be part of it, you guys. History in the making.
And just to take a second to be a little bit emotional here, I felt so much support from the other podcasters there. I felt so much love from the artists that came to our live show. I was practically in tears when I sat and thought about this today. How amazing it felt to sit there and talk and have people laugh live at you. It's something I've never experienced before. I mean, I find you funny, best friend Brooke. We always laugh at each other. I find
you funny, but not to other people.
But it was quite an emotional experience to hear other people laughing at what we do and entertaining people in a moment. And
just looking out at the audience and see them,
I'm getting so emotional right
the
now.
Audience engaged. I'm in the same boat as you because it's so overwhelming. Like I said, I feel like it's a new family. Like we're the new kids on the block, and we were welcomed with open arms. It's something you can't even really describe. I've been incredibly emotional about it over the last few days too. Just thankful that we got the experience to meet these people and just be part of this event. It meant the world, obviously, to both of us.
It meant the world, and this is the first of many. I feel like this is our beginning. We're glad you're with us now. We had so much incredible feedback that we. I'm really.
I know it is. It was.
I can't. Words.
I know it's hard. We're supposed to be using our words. That's what we're supposed to be doing professionally.
We're using our words, but
it's so hard because it was such an emotional event for both of us. Not only being our first live show, seeing an audience, but then also it's our first chance meeting other podcasters too. The whole weekend was from start to finish just spectacular, and like Mindy said, we're so happy to have you here with us now. Stick around, it's only going to get better. And you're coming along for the ride. You're coming along. You're coming
and
along
thank
with
you.
us,
We
so.
wouldn't be here without you, bestie. We wouldn't be here without your
Yes.
support, your dreams, you joining the Sleepover Squad. We really appreciate each and every one of you. And so thank you for giving us the confidence and the support to go and do this.
Yeah.
Okay, gotta move topics here.
Woo! Let's take a breather here.
While we're on the topic of besties, do us one favor and tell your best friend about the podcast. You can
yeah.
tell your best friend sitting next to you at a live show. You can tell your favorite slide guide. You can tell your favorite psychic caterer that you don't want gravy, but tell them about the podcast. And you can tell your favorite pug breeder about the show. Just you gotta escape, but just tell them before you escape, check out the podcast. And once again, that's how we continue to grow. That's how we continue to come back each and every week and give you guys dreams and deliver this fun content. So thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you again to Billy for your amazing slide dream. We had a lot of fun with that this week. And of course, to everyone who submitted catnaps, thank you as well. Keep them coming.
And thank you to our bestie Bex in Australia. Giving you a shout out on the show today because you just sent us some nice, really kind words this week. So shout out to you. Thank you so much.
Oh my God. Yes. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Brookie, that wraps up another episode. Here we are.
No, it's over.
Don't worry. We're going to be right here for you each and every week, bestie.
We'll be here
but
next
until then.
Sweet dreams, bitches.
When that happened in the live show, I almost cried because they all started clapping.
We did it.
Hey.